2. Hey guys, Matt here. So I'm going to do a prepping video today. I haven't done one in a long time. I know a lot of you out there have been asking me to do more prepping videos. So I thought I'd start out with doing one and maybe do a few more here in the next few weeks. But I figured I'd go ahead and start out with a bang and go ahead and talk about what I think is the most important part of prepping. What I think is your most important prep. Now, it's not guns, it's not ammo, it's not food, it's not water, it's not shelter, it's not any of that. It's preparing yourself, your mind and your body for a bad situation. Now, when we talk about bad situations, a lot of people, especially if they're not preppers, instantly assume we're talking about the end of the world, the apocalypse. We're preparing for, solar flares and all this stuff. Most people like myself prepare for natural disasters, economic problems, things like losing your job because of a recession. I mean, these are all real world scenarios, situations that we can prep for now that are very likely to happen to at least some of us out there at some point in our lives. And this is why we prep. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is mental preparation of yourself. How do you mentally prepare for any of these situations? I mean, think about it. A natural disaster, whether it's a hurricane, a tornado, a blizzard, an earthquake, whatever it is, or even just losing your job, how do you mentally prepare now to be able to handle those situations? What skills will you learn to be able to help you out in any of those situations? These are the types of things you need to think about now, so that way when it does happen, you're mentally prepared to handle it. And it may be something as simple as talking to your children now and finding out now how you're going to handle them, how you're going to talk to them, how you're going to help them deal with the situation when any of these situations occur. These are the types of things you need to do to mentally prepare yourself and others in the event of anything happening. The other side of that is the physical aspect, and this is something I just recently learned about. I spent most of my life just kind of being in shape and skinny, and I never had to do anything about it. And then, of course, I hit 30 years old, and pretty much everything went to shit. I had to change my lifestyle recently because the lifestyle I had led pretty much all my life, eating whatever I want, doing whatever I want, not exercising, wasn't cutting it anymore. Okay? My body changed. And in fact, if you go and look back at some of the videos I did about a year ago, you can probably see a difference between the way I look now and the way I look then. In the last 8 months, I've lost about 25 pounds. And that's because I had to radically change my lifestyle, what I ate. Had to make sure I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, that kind of thing. And again, I'm not trying to be preachy. I am by no means any sort of shining example of somebody who should, be telling people they need to work out and get in better shape. I am in moderately decent shape, and that's only because I have to bust my ass and change my lifestyle to do it. And I think a lot of people out there, if you're over the age of 30, you might be in the same boat. Some people are lucky, they just got good genes, or maybe you're still young, and that's awesome. But it is definitely something you need to think about. It's something you need to do to kind of help you prepare. If you're a prepper, prepping your mind and your body are the most important things you can prep. Learn skills. Know how to deal with certain situations mentally. Work out, go running, go jogging, prepare your body for any sort of situation. I mean, one good example of preparing your body for a bad situation is, what if you lose your job and you work in an office and the only other job you can get is something that is physically challenging? Well, if you're already in pretty good shape, you're going to be able to make that transition pretty easily. So it's definitely something you want to think about, guys. Getting yourself mentally and physically in shape to prepare for any sort of bad situation. So anyway, that's it, guys. That is, for me, the most important part of prepping. The number one thing that you should be prepping is yourself. So I appreciate you watching, guys. Questions, comments, send them my way, and we'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks.